Hello, this is the X-Flight, and I finished the Goblin 500. I wanted to make a video showing all the components I used and where they are and how I installed them, and just a little look around of the Goblin. So let me take off the nice blade holder. I am going to do a video comparing this to my T-Rex 500, which is for sale, and I'll do a side-by-side and comparison of electronics too. So the way that the canopy is held on is on each side there are these little canopy nuts and canopy screws, which are right here, which you just turn by hand, and once you unfasten them, it's kind of delicate to take the canopy off. You have to go to the front, make sure nothing's catching, and then make sure it's not dragging on any of the servos or any of the servo arms, and then it just slides right off after that. It's a really nice canopy made by Canomod, which is also the same thing as Fucino. They're just two different names. And it's a really nice fiberglass canopy, really nice colors, and sorry, out of focus. And it's really well made, and it's kind of flexible too, so it's not a huge pain in the butt to put on. So the batteries, so here's the battery compartment. To take out the batteries, it's really easy and really cool. All you do is on this little tab, it's connected to the carbon fiber frame, and you pull on it and it pops out. And then all you do is slide the battery forward and it comes out. I'm using the Thor 4400 milliamp 45C 6S batteries with a EC5 connector on them. The ESC I'm using is the Castle Creations Talon 90 speed controller, and in order to use the governor mode on this ESC, I had to install the 19-tooth pulley drive gear or pinion onto the motor. And I had to make a long 10-gauge wire servo extension. The tail servo I am using is the Outrage 9118 high voltage torque servo. It's really, really nice, and sorry about that. And it provides great power. It's a standard size servo, which people usually use on 700 and up size helicopter. It's really, really strong and really, really smooth. It's a brushless servo. I forgot to mention that. The motor I'm using is the Quantum 4120 1200 kV brushless outrunner. It's the Goblin edition. The servos I'm using are the Align DS515M servos. They're the same ones that come with the T-Rex 500 DFC, and I haven't had any problems with them. They might be a little bit weak, but I haven't had any problems with them personally, so I'm just going to keep them for now. And off those, I'm using 8 degrees of cyclic pitch and about 12.5 to 13 degrees of collective pitch. My 3-axis flybar unit is the Spectrum AR7200BX, and I'm also using a satellite receiver over here, which I just ran a little wire to. And one thing to look out for is when you're wiring your ESC, it might get caught with the tray, the battery tray, which slides right into here. So you have to make it loose enough so that it can go right there. That's really the only opening for it. Yeah, the build was really I'm not gonna say it was really complex because it wasn't extremely complex, but it was definitely harder than the T-Rex, and it was more complex, and there were definitely some more complex components to it. So here's the tail. It's belt driven, and just showing you everything. And a nice thing they did was, if you can see, there at that line, when those two lines are matched up right there, that is exactly 0 degrees of pitch. So you don't have to necessarily use a pitch gauge to find exactly 0. That could help you. And to find collective pitch, when those two on the outside match up, that is exactly 13. So they really did some really cool stuff to this helicopter to make it really easy and really easy to set up. And if you ever have to transport it, underneath all those wires is that nut. There are 2 of those, and that's all that's keeping the tail boom on. It will probably take you about 3 minutes to take off the entire tail boom, and about 1 minute take off, or 2 minutes to take off the blade. So 5 minutes, and you could have it down to the size of the tail boom. This is my new Goblin 500. I am loving it, and I'll bring you a flight video Sunday or Monday. This is the X-Flight signing out.